I don't even know if that's recording. I'm gonna go with yes. Hey you guys, so I just want to start off with a little disclaimer to say that my videos are probably gonna look a little bit like shit for a while. The reason for this is because we in the beginning had other people doing our videos for us, or helping us with them rather, like filming them and editing them and doing all of that, but I'm now trying to do that myself. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how to work a camera or edit or do any of those things, and I'm learning right now. So yeah, but I figured, you know what, it's better to have shitty videos for a little bit than no videos at all, so whatever, we're just doing it live, whatever. Moving on, let's learn some fucking makeup today. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about highlighting and contouring today. I'm going to be using both cream and powder products. In the debate between whether to use cream or powder, it's really personal preference, but I'll quickly go over the pros and cons of each. For liquid, it's a little bit more natural and like skin finish looking. People that have dry skin typically prefer liquid or cream products to contour with as opposed to powder, because it doesn't look as dry and cakey on your skin for the most part. So that's that, but they are a little bit harder to work with, so that's why some people opt out. Powder also looks beautiful. It tends to look a little bit cakier, especially if you already have like a powder foundation on top of that. It can look just as nice, and it's a lot quicker and it's a lot easier for somebody just starting out. So if you're just starting out with contouring, powder may be the way to go for you, and people with oily skin typically do like to use powder over liquid or creamy products. So before you get started with contouring, whether you're going to use a liquid or a powder, it is so important to start with a super moisturized face. Even if you have oily skin, it doesn't matter. Go in with that moisturizer and primer, because that is going to make a world of difference. One, because you're using more products on your face than usual, and two, because it just looks beautiful, okay? Just trust me. But no, having a well-primed canvas does really help to avoid the look of like cakiness, because you're going to be layering products and all of that. So yeah, just, you know, just moisturize the thing, girl. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to start first with highlighting, and I'm going to be using a liquid concealer from NYX. So what you want to basically be doing is highlighting or putting the light color on the parts of your face that are the highest, if that makes sense. So down the bridge of the nose, on the Cupid's bow, and the lines that come down from your nose, top of your cheekbones, and up the forehead. So you can really do this with anything. You can do it with a concealer, a foundation, a powder, anything that you find easiest. I just like highlighting and contouring with, well, I guess I use both liquid and powder. I do like to blend it out with both my brush and fingers. Whatever works best for you is what you should go ahead and do. I'm not going to tell you how to run your life here. So I'm just blending that out. And you want to be blending out your contour and highlight with more of a dabbing motion as opposed to like blending like all crazy. The reason for that is because it keeps the placement of the color in the specific place that you put it, as opposed to blending it all over the face, which is going to make it look muddy and just kind of ridiculous, is what I'm trying to say. So there you have it. This is highlighting finish, and this is what I choose to do on myself. This is the placement that I choose to do on myself. So I like to highlight the bridge of my nose, my forehead, cheekbones, and the tops of my lips basically. So for the contouring, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, which is a powder. So I'm just taking a blush brush basically and I start at the temples first, so I start as close to the hairline as possible and just kind of dot it on basically. Again, with more of a dabbing motion than anything. I guess I could just like look in the actual mirror to do this. Oh wow, that's so much easier. Wow! So I'm just kind of dabbing that onto my temples and working it more towards the center of my forehead and then down on the other side. Okay, if anyone can see, my hand is way lighter than my face, and the reason for that is because I wear a way darker foundation right now because I don't like to look as pale as I actually am, but like, just look at the difference. Awkward. So I'm taking that contour underneath my cheekbones and just brushing upwards basically with it, just really kind of gently. And so in most cases you wouldn't want to take the contour right down to your mouth. Like if you've seen any kind of contour mapping pictures online, a lot of them take them right down to the mouth. It looks a little too much for every day, but I mean, that's personal preference, girl, do your thing. And so again, just underneath the cheekbone and then blending slightly upwards towards the highlight. So this is pretty much where I would leave this personally for contouring. Some people prefer to contour under the jawline and fading down the neck. Other people like to contour their nose and stuff like that. I'm not as much into that. I pretty much leave it right here. But again, it is personal preference, so I'm going to show it to you anyway. So I'm just taking that same contour color and going under the jawline with it. And just kind of blending down the neck. So next part I'm going to do is the nose area. So I'm just picking up kind of a slightly lighter contour color because I don't want it to be too crazy, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to start right at the bridge of the nose and just kind of sweep gently downwards. So I just went down the sides of my nose, across the bottom a little bit, and then I do a little line kind of right across. And the reason that I do that is just because I actually don't know why. I guess because it just looks too unnatural on my face to have like a perfect straight line going all the way down because my nose is not perfectly straight by any means. You've created this nice little structure here of some highlight and contour, and now you want to add in some blush. It's honestly just the same as always. For me, I just like to place it on the apples of my cheeks and blend it into that contour there. You don't want to go too high with your blush placement just because you don't want to kind of run into that highlight, but you do basically want to blend it into that contour. And again, I'm just using kind of more of a dabbing motion. So that is that. I really hope this video turns out. I'm not sure if it's going to or not, or if I'm going to post it, but we'll see. If I do, please let me know what was good and bad about the video in the comments so I know what to fix, and I'm being serious. I actually want the critique right now. Yeah, let me know. And if you guys want to see any other pictures or tutorials or anything like that by us, you can go to badlashbeauty.com. Motherfucker texting me! I'm trying to film. Oh my god. Okay, stop recording! I don't know what to say. Stop. I think that actually went okay.